I am your host, James Pointer, and this is A Candle in the Dark, where we show visitors some of the unique and often unseen areas in the mine as we attempt to answer their burning questions. Today's question comes from Henry down in Kentucky. He asked if the shaft was created all the way down at one time to the 27th level, and if not, how did it work? Well, Henry, the answer to your question is no. They actually went level by level. Only when they needed another level did they create that next level. And they had a special piece of equipment that they would use to get to that next level. So let's go take a look at it. It's located right behind me here. We'll walk around and see this special piece of equipment called a shaft sinking hoist. Let's go. Hi, Justin.
James.
We had a question from Henry down in Kentucky, and he was wondering if we sank the shaft all the way down to level 27 right away, or how we did it. And I explained that we actually went level by level, and that we had a special piece of equipment, which I believe is this right here, our shaft sinking hoist. Can you explain to Henry a little bit about how this works?
Well, sure. We're on level 25 right now, and what you would do is, on the level that you were currently at, the deepest level, you would create a cavern behind the shaft, and that is where you would end up putting this hoist, and then you would sink from that deeper level into the next area you're going to develop. So your shaft is actually going to have three parts. It's going to have a utility area, it's going to have the east side, and it's going to have the west side. And so what the miners would do is they would mine the utility side first, so it's to the side of the shaft, and the area that's actually being worked. And the reason for that is the men can still work 25 while we continue to head towards level 27. So they're going to create the utility area first, dig that down to the depth that level 27 is at, and the hoist is going to be what hauls out that rock to the side. They'll have it and they'll put it in a stockpile it to use later on in the mining procedure. Once they've reached level 27, then they mine over to create the west side and the east side. And from there, they will slowly mine up back to 25, eventually creating the shaft that goes from level 25 to level 27.
Is there a reason that they couldn't just use the hoisting system that they already had in place? Why did they need a special one?
Well, you need to have a special one for this because while you're creating that shaft from 25 to 27, everyone on 25, 23, 22, 21, they're taking iron out. So the head frame hoist has to be removing iron. So you need to have a second hoist just to create the shaft.
And so you have your cable here, and that would go all the way to
the shaft that's just over this way. It's straight down. There's a small roller that's going to track with this as it rolls back and forth. There's even a dial in the back here. It works a lot like the hoist up on the surface. It lets the operator know where the bucket is in regards to how deep the shaft is. So that cable goes down, hooks into the bucket. The men fill it with the rock. They bring it up to this level and unload. They go back, they drill, they blast over and over.
Perfect. Well, Henry, I hope that answers your question, that they did in fact just go level by level and not the entire distance at once. And join us for another episode as we look at some of these other unique features that we have here in the park. And send in your questions and comments, and we'll try and get answers for you, all right? Have a good day.